Okay, good afternoon to one and all, and welcome to Marketing Management online classes. This is Dr. Mahesh M. Monjeri, Assistant Professor from Department of Management Studies, SDM College of Engineering and Technology, Dharwad. So, dear students, we are learning now the fourth element of marketing mix, that is place, after product, price, and promotions. Okay, so in place here is nothing but the distribution channels or marketing channels that enable the flow of goods from the place of production to the place of consumption. So in this chapter now we have read at the last part, that is channel conflicts. Okay, so let me quickly go ahead. Yeah, let me quickly browse through what we have learned so far. What is a marketing channel, role of distribution channels, types of consumer marketing channels, and the steps involved in designing a marketing channel system. Okay, so I hope you can recall that in the previous last class at the end we learned about what is the channel conflict. I just remind you, a channel conflict occurs when one member's actions prevent another channel from achieving its goal. Okay, here member means stages of the marketing channel, distributors, wholesalers, okay, and retailers, for example. And there can be different channels as we learned. Okay, say for example, Samsung mobile phones are sold directly, okay, from a Samsung India website to customers, zero level channel. Samsung mobile phones are also sold through e-tailers or intermediary like Samsung company, Amazon to customer, or Samsung company to Flipkart to customer. So these are online. This is online channel. The Samsung mobile phones are also sold through traditional distribution channel in stores. Okay, from Samsung company to distributors, distributors to retailers, and retailers to customer. So in this background, so we need to understand that when one member's actions prevent another channel from achieving its goal, a channel conflict arises. So I have shared you examples in the previous class. We also learned the types of channel conflicts, vertical. So if the conflict is between a retailer and a distributor, or a distributor and a manufacturer, we call it vertical channel conflict. So I shared you the example from pharmaceutical industry. Okay. Then a horizontal conflict. Okay. So it is within the same channel, but two different distributors of two different geographical territories. If you can recall, I gave the example of my experience in a Tumkuru distributor and a Chitradurga distributor. So that is a horizontal conflict. Multi-channel conflict is a conflict between two different channels. Okay, for which I gave the example of, okay, like a couple of years ago, the intermediaries like the distributors and retailers of consumer electronics goods, okay, across the industry, they raised their voice, okay, against the deeper discounts given by the online channels, like same brands, right? Samsung, LG, Sony, same brands are sold by Amazon and Flipkart for a far lower price. Okay. So and they warn the companies, okay, that they will not support the company products. So these are called as multi-channel conflict. Okay, so with this recap, let me go through the next part. So if there are channel conflicts, if channel conflict arises, how a company manages these channel conflicts. So strategies for managing channel conflict include, the first one is adoption of superordinate goals. Okay, so company may say, for example, Samsung Electronics, Sony, LG, okay, for that matter, when their traditional distribution channel members raise the voice, okay, against the online retailers, okay, so company will, okay, definitely company to resolve the issue, resolve the conflict. Otherwise, the companies will suffer. Okay, so definitely they mentioned that, okay, there is a need, okay, for a different channel. If you can recall the Xerox Incorporation example. Okay, they have about 6 to 7 distribution channels, and each channel, okay, reaches out to a separate market segment. But the overall goal is to achieve company targets. Same way here, the companies can convince the, okay, channel members that, okay, why to have the, what is the purpose of having different channels, and how through different channels the company achieves its superordinate goals or overall goals is more important than achieving individual goals. Okay, so companies may convince the channel members like this. We call them as adoption of superordinate goals. Means company goals are over and above individual channel members' goals. And second strategy is exchange of employees. Okay, so this kind of a strategy generally is okay, used in uh, uh, passenger cars. Okay, so passenger cars like Maruti Suzuki, okay, Hyundai are sold through a network of dealers. Okay, in fact, they are retailers. Okay, so the automobile company employees, okay, made to work for some time in the dealer showrooms, and the dealer employees are made to work in the automobile company for some time, so that they both understand the processes at each other, so that they can appreciate the problems or difficulties of each other. So it increases the cooperation and coordination. Okay, so this is another way to reduce or minimize conflicts. Okay, then third strategy for managing channel conflict is diplomacy. Okay, so when there is a conflict, okay, let us say for example, okay, when I was working in the pharmaceutical industry, so one of the vertical conflict which was very common is distributor, okay, used to discriminate while giving the offers to pharmacists. Okay, some of the distributors, they did not used to inform the smaller pharmacies which used to generally place a smaller orders about the offers. The usual offers were 10 plus 1 offer, where on the order of 10 bottles of cough syrup, the pharmacist will get 1 cough syrup bottle absolutely free. And there should be other offers also. Okay, so, but somehow the smaller pharmacies, they would come to know and they would complain. Okay, because I used to represent the company in the territory. So they would complain me, okay, about the distributor discriminating with respect to sales promotion offers, how they were deprived of. Okay, then what is diplomacy in this case? I used to meet the distributor. I used to bring this complaint to the knowledge of the distributor. And I would tell the distributor, see sir, see, these offers are actually made for pharmacists or retailers only. Hence, you should not discriminate between a, okay, big pharmacy and a smaller pharmacy. The offers are made for all pharmacists, any person who places an order of the minimum order. Okay, then generally, in my experience, the distributors agreed and they did not repeat the mistakes. So we call this a diplomatic way of handling or managing the conflicts. Then third thing is arbitration. So if you can recall, we used to read about a news, okay, like Reliance Retail has acquired a Future Retail, but in between, Amazon has claimed that they had a minority stake in one of the subsidiaries of Future Retail, and they put a condition. So before Future Retail sells any assets, okay, then Amazon had put a list of companies to which Future Retail should not sell, and the top of the list was Reliance Retail. Okay, so then to resolve this issue, okay, they were taking the services of arbitration company from Singapore, which gave the verdict in favor of Amazon, if you can recall. So that is what is arbitration. It is exactly like court, but not court. It is out of the court settlement by a third party. Okay, there are companies that provide arbitration services. You can recall the example of Amazon and Flipkart, but that is not related to channel conflict. I just wanted to remind you about what arbitration is. So these are the strategies or ways in which companies try to manage channel conflicts. Okay. Yeah. So any questions so far? What is the channel conflict? Types of channel conflicts and the strategies for managing channel conflicts. Any questions? Any doubts? Okay, Deepa, any questions? Praveen, any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, then I'll move on to the last part. Okay, our last topic in the chapter, e-commerce marketing strategy. Okay, see, okay, in every class I have told you, okay, if you really want to learn marketing, okay, learn through your own experiences. So you all are consumers. Never forget it. Okay, so about some 10 years ago, if somebody would purchase 15, okay, let us say about a decade ago, if somebody would purchase, okay, there are no other option. We would generally used to go to a nearby store. Among the limited options or varieties, whatever we like, okay, we used to purchase from among them. Okay, now remember, now understand what is the situation. Okay, the scenario is different today. So if I want to buy a mobile phone, okay, so I can buy it from the store nearby home or in the market, or I can also buy the same mobile phone online. You can simply type in Google, okay, the type of mobile phone and the budget I'm looking for, and it will display millions of results. So these online platforms will enable us to compare the products, okay, and find out the lowest price, okay, as well as place an order online and get the home delivery. So when products are ordered online and the home delivery is made, that is also nothing but a distribution channel or a marketing channel. Okay, so if you are placing an order directly with the company, let us say for example Dell Computers India website, you log in and you place an order. So Dell Computers to customer, it's the zero level marketing channel. There will not be any intermediary. Or if you are getting a better price, a same computer you want to order through Amazon, then it is a one level channel, but still it is the online channel. So Dell Computers to Amazon to customer. Okay. So the scenario has changed. So e-commerce marketing practices have emerged where companies can sell directly to the customers using online channels, or companies can also sell through intermediaries or retailers through online channels. Okay. So when the companies sell through intermediaries or retailers like Amazon and Flipkart take care of the home delivery. Remember this. Okay, so it is not that difficult to understand, but we'll need to learn some aspects here. So e-commerce. So what is e-commerce? First of all, e-commerce uses a website to transact or facilitate the sale of products and services online. I don't think it is complicated. It's quite easy, and we all have done it at least once. Then there are some companies called a pure click companies. Okay, say for example, Google. Those companies that had okay, that started after the invention of internet, and who did not had any brick and mortar format. Brick and mortar format means okay, physical stores, who did not had any physical stores earlier, and these companies okay, started only after the invention of internet. Say for example Yahoo, Google, okay, Flipkart. I hope you can understand. Okay, they never had stores. Okay, so these companies started only after the invention of internet. So we call them pure click companies. Okay, it's a term we need to remember. Then e-commerce success factors. Yeah, once. See, e-commerce success factors generally depend upon a clear definition of the target market. Okay, because through online channel, whom the customer company is trying to reach out. Okay, that is the first factor what a company need to consider while beginning e-commerce business. Okay, so that is the first factor. And second factor is okay, design of the website. So how easy it is for a customer to navigate through the website and find out the product that they are trying to find out. See, generally when you try to browse something in Amazon or Flipkart, many a times what exactly you are looking for you may not get. Can recall your experiences. So the second most important factor that contributes to the success of e-commerce is design of the website. It should be easy to navigate. Okay, at the same time, it should be attractive and customers should be able to find what he or she is trying to search. Okay, then other than that, okay, the website of the company should provide a good experience to the customers. There should not be hang-ups. Okay, the server should not be slow. They should not stuck up at the payment stage. Okay, so then after that, the delivery as per the promise. So online, most of the online companies like Amazon and Flipkart or other channels, they promise a delivery time. So the deliveries have to be made as per the promise. So these are some of the factors okay, on which the success of e-commerce depends. Okay, then B2B e-commerce, okay, that is business to business or industrial marketing, we call it. So now the new term is B2B marketing or business to business marketing. In fact, compared to consumer markets, a larger percentage of the B2B marketing happens online. Say, for example, Dell is a computer maker and they need to purchase computer peripherals like monitors, keyboards, okay, then microprocessors from Intel. Okay, so Dell and okay, Intel would have developed an extranet where only Dell purchase managers can log in with a given user ID and password. And using that extranet, okay, Dell purchase manager can place orders for different models of Intel processor online with Intel. And Intel will receive the order online and will arrange for the delivery of the computer peripherals or microprocessors to Dell in the designated locations. So it is a direct channel from Intel to Dell B2B marketing, no intermediaries involved. Then there are brick and click companies. Okay, so these companies like Raymond, for example, okay, existed earlier, or Big Bazaar, for example. Okay, they started with basically uh, brick and mortar format, means store-based formats. But as and when the percentage of consumers shopping online started increasing, these store-based retailers started losing sales, and even companies for that matter. So they started a new online channel to reach out to those customers who prefer to buy from online channels. So those companies who existed earlier, okay, in the form of physical stores, and who later added an additional online channel, these companies are referred to as brick and click companies. So this is how the e-commerce marketing, okay, this is how the marketing channel scenario is changing in the country or even in the global arena. Okay, then the last part, the mobile commerce or yum commerce marketing practices. Okay, see, before the mass acceptance of smartphones, okay, when as long as the smartphones were made available in the range of 10 to 15,000 rupees, good efficient smartphones. Before that era, online marketing practices were, or e-commerce marketing practices were restricted only to the internet transactions made using a laptop or a desktop. Okay, still the percentage of online transactions was very low. But now the percentage of mobile phone users, especially these mobile phones are smartphones and they have an internet connection. Okay, so using a mobile phone, many customers can do transactions. Imagine, okay, mobile phone banking apps, for example, you can do banking transactions using your mobile phone. You can buy from Amazon, you can buy from Flipkart using your mobile phone, right? So what is the advantage of a desktop and laptop? Desktop and laptop consumers cannot carry everywhere, but consumers always carry mobile phones along with them. And the apps that are developed for mobile phones are different from that of PC and personal computers. And the websites for mobile phones are different, and the websites for desktops and the laptops are different. Okay, so you need to recall it. Again, involve yourself in the learning. Okay, recall your own experience. When you use a mobile phone to purchase something on Flipkart, Amazon, or any other okay, company from where you wanted to buy directly online. So mobile channels and media can keep consumers as connected and interacting with the brand throughout the day-to-day lives. Okay, so like the way WhatsApp and Facebook, Instagram, these things, how they keep you connected and interacting with the WhatsApp and Instagram throughout your day-to-day lives. Same way, companies are also, other companies, goods and services companies are also trying to keep connected and interacting with the customers, okay, throughout the day-to-day lives. Okay, then on the mobile phone, companies design as advertising. They send promotion offers. If you can recall, I told you SMS that you receive. So I regularly receive messages from, say, for example, okay, Brand Factory, Easy Buy, KFC, Domino's. Okay, so they come straight to my phone, okay, as a SMS, right? So companies do send advertisements and sales promotion offers directly to the customers, so which the customers can immediately check and act upon. And companies also sell over the phone. Okay, so telemarketing executive may call onto your mobile phone and try to sell some product, or even, okay, when you receive the sales promotion offer, there will be a link. You can click on the link and you can place an order for the product. But definitely the issue that are concerned with respect to commerce marketing practices are privacy. So if you read regularly the business news, okay, how Google, Facebook, Twitter, okay, are facing the problem related to privacy. So personal information of the customer is shared with other companies. Okay, our company gets their hands on personal information of the customer. Okay, so it is called invasion of the customer privacy. So companies definitely need to look into this matter, because it is unethical to gather or collect customers' personal information and use it for other than the selling purpose of that particular company. Okay, so I think that's the end of okay, designing and managing integrated marketing channels. So the fourth element of a marketing mix, that is the place. Okay, that is the distribution channel. So with that, okay, I hope you can understand that syllabus is 100% properly covered without leaving even a small topic. Okay, so now again, if you have any questions on m-commerce marketing practices or e-commerce marketing practices, you can please let me know. I'll wait for a minute. Yes, Vaishnavi, do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, Vivo 1609. Any questions? Vivo 1609. Any questions? No. Swati, any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, that's great. Then let me quickly complete the attendance. Abhijit,
Yes, sir. Present.
Abhishek, Align,
Present, sir.
Amrut, Anagha,
Present, sir.
Anusha Kautekar,
Present, sir.
Anusha Achari,
Present, sir.
Anushri,
Present, sir.
Ashwini,
Present, sir.
Asra,
Yes, sir.
Swati,
Yes, sir.
Balappa,
Present, sir.
Bharti,
Present, sir.
Chinmay, Chinmay,
Present, sir.
Deepa,
Yes, sir.
Dodda Basaya, Ganesh, Hiranna, Shrikant,
Yes, sir.
Karthik,
Yes, sir.
Lakshmikant,
Yes, sir.
Manjula, Manjunath,
Present, sir.
Muktava,
Present, sir.
Nagamegha,
Present, sir.
Nagaraj,
Present, sir.
Nagashri,
Present, sir.
Pavan,
Present, sir.
Pavitra,
Present, sir.
Pooja Ballari,
Yes, sir.
Pooja GN,
Present, sir.
Pooja Kadam,
Present, sir.
Purna,
Present, sir.
Pradnya,
Present, sir.
Praveen,
Present, sir.
Puneet,
Present, sir.
Rakesh, Ruchita,
Present, sir.
Keshav,
Present, sir.
okay, Sahana,
Yes, sir.
Sakshi, Samiksha,
Present, sir.
Sanjana,
Present, sir.
Utkal,
Present, sir.
Sanket Kumar,
Yes, sir.
Shilpa, Shilpa Ganji,
Present, sir.
Shivakumar,
Sir, Shilpa MN present, sir.
okay. Shilpa Ganji is also present. Then Shivakumar, Shruti,
Present, sir.
Saurabh,
Yes, sir.
Srujana,
Yes, sir.
Suman,
Present, sir.
Sumukh,
Present, sir.
Sushmita,
Present, sir.
Swati,
Present, sir.
Tabassum, Uday Kumar, Vaishnavi,
Present, sir.
Varsha,
Present, sir.
Vedesh,
Yes, sir.
okay. So anybody who missed their attendance?
No, sir.
Okay, that's great. Okay. So with that, then syllabus is completed. Okay. Okay. See now, as of now, I have shared all the videos of online classes. Those who are absent, they can watch the video and learn. Okay, then second thing, PowerPoint slides of this one I will share today. Okay, so with that, all the resources would have been shared. Then I have also shared you I 2 marks, CTA 1 marks, and CTA 2 marks. Okay, so please remember. Okay, please go through them. And third information, okay, from Saturday. Okay, so you may have about 5 days of holidays. Please remember, okay, you are a student and your duty is to learn. Okay, and you will be facing IA3 from 15th, immediately after the 5-day holiday. So this time is a very good time to read properly and prepare for IA3 exam and score better or more than what you had scored in previous internal assessment tests. Okay. So do not waste your time. This is the exam season. This is the exam time. You should only have exam fever. Okay, not love fever. Okay. Yeah. Then those students who remained absent, okay, either for I1 or for I2, under any circumstances you cannot miss I3. Remember, you cannot miss I3. Okay, you must and should be present for I3. Okay, Then next point, okay, all the students, okay, you can check your internals, and where you feel you still need to score more, if there is scope to score more, okay, focus on I3, okay, to improve your overall internals, continuous internal evaluation. Okay, so don't take I3 lightly. Okay, so after all this, okay, now finally, if you have any doubts while preparing, feel free to call me. Okay, there should not be any hesitation. Okay, so now the session is open for discussion. You can, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. Any questions related to today's topic, I3 or anything, whatever it is. Okay, and also remember, okay, stay in the examination hall for full time. Okay, your semester end examinations, okay, will be offline mode only. Okay, remember that. Okay, remember all 60 students. Okay, you should stay in the examination hall for 3 full hours, even if you complete your 100-mark answers. Okay, and those who are struggling to complete 80 marks, 90 marks, 100 marks, okay, stay in the examination hall and try to recall. See, you are given with all the inputs, all the resources. Okay, syllabus is completed 100%. Okay, so every time that teaching was made, okay, giving a reference to your own experience as a customer. So it is not difficult, huh? Remember, it is not difficult. Okay, you can score high, okay, provided you seriously study for the subject and stay full 3 hours, okay, in the examination hall, and don't leave the answer sheets blank, huh? Remember. Okay, and now after these instructions, you can ask if you have any doubts. Yeah, start please. We have about 4.5 minutes. Amrut is marked present. Okay, first communication, then any question, confusion, doubt, or inquiry related to subject. See, Vedesh, okay, in 3 minutes I can play only 1 or 2 ads, so it will not be justified, right? If there would have been 1 hour, I would have played all the ads. Okay, but I have given you another platform as suggested by Keshav to share the videos into your class WhatsApp group, so everybody get to see them. And you can also request your seniors to share your ads in their class WhatsApp group. But I have not seen any ad in seniors WhatsApp group. And in your group also, see, you people okay, continuously engage on Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp. Please remember, when your classmates post an ad, you need to view and give your feedback or appreciate. I don't see any feedback or appreciation from your own classmates. Okay, like how you greet birthday wishes, anniversary wishes, okay, greet your classmates, okay, on their TV ads. Or if you want to give a feedback, you can give a feedback. Let there be some dialogues and communication. Yes, next question, please. Next question. And also I asked you to share your ads in your individual Instagram account, Facebook account, okay, and if you have a YouTube channel, you can share there also. Yes, Pradnya, we needed a library book, okay, but now see, for the time being, my subject I can mention, okay, you refer the PowerPoint slides for the time being and try to recollect, okay, so what discussion went on in the class as far as possible, okay, so that is the only way. And second option is you try to download e-books. You have to type the exact title of our marketing management textbook, okay, exact title and name of the authors and the publication. Then you say e-book in Google search. So if anybody finds a e-book, you can share with other students. Okay. Yeah. Otherwise, you talk to Professor Prashant Gujinad and can you come to collect the textbooks for exam purpose? Okay, so sir will communicate with you, but please remember to call. Huh? I think class representatives Purna and Keshav can do this job. Talk to Professor Prashant Gujnar, and students are asking for books. Can they come and borrow the books from library? Keshav and Purna, you heard me?
Yes, sir. Okay,
Yes, sir.
And later also inform the students in the class WhatsApp group so that I can also see what is the information.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
Yes, thank you. Any other queries? We have a minute. So is that all okay, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
okay
sir.
then. So that's great. Okay, so we have come to the end of semester 1. Okay, so there is no much time. Okay, but anyway, tomorrow I will be teaching you how to answer case study questions. So I will send you 2 soft copies of the questions in Google Classroom. No need to take printout, just read them and come prepared. Okay, you need not even answer questions. There will
Okay,
not be
sir.
any questions. Huh? Only read and come. That's it. Just read and come tomorrow. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Inform
Okay, sir.
others also. Huh? There are many absents today.
Okay, sir.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Good day
Sir,
and
thank you, sir.
have a pleasant evening, and see you tomorrow for how to answer case study questions. Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
sir.
thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Welcome
sir.
all of you. Yeah. Bye bye. Bye bye everyone.